Good morning, guys. Yesterday we started our new Junie B book. Does anybody remember what it was called? Junie B. Jones is Graduation Girl. That's right. And is Junie graduating from high school? No. Is she graduating from college? No. She's graduating from kindergarten, which means she'll be going to first grade next year. So we read chapter 1 yesterday, and it ended with Junie being excited because the class was going to get together to make invitations. And Junie said, "Hey, doesn't sound like learning to me." So good old Junie B, right? Today, let's read this chapter. Chapter number, what do you see? 2. Chapter number 2. Ready, Shep? Ready, Bob? Ready, Piggy? Ready, Oliver? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's get started. Chapter 2 is called Rhymes. I sat at my table very nicely. Miss passed out colored paper for our invitations. Also, she passed out curly ribbon and lace and paste and bottles of sparkly glitter. Just as a reminder, she said, we do not paste glitter in our eyebrows. And we do not put lace up our nose. And above all, we do not glue curly ribbon to our heads and pretend that it is long hair. Sounds like maybe Mrs. had someone do this before in her class, doesn't it? She looked at me and looked at me. It made me squirm in my seat a little bit. 'Cause that woman has a memory like a hawk, I tell you. Finally, Miss went to the board and she picked up her chalk. On the inside of our cards, we are going to write a poem about graduation. Does anyone have any ideas for the first line? My friend named Grace waved her hand all around in the air. I do. Roses are red, she called out. Yes, hollered room 9, roses are red. Miss smiled. She wrote it on the board. Okay, now what about a second line, she asked. Room 9 hollered again. Violets are blue, Right, violets are blue, we shouted. Miss wrote that line too. Very good, class. Now, who can think of a third line? Maybe we should try to mention something about graduation in this one. Does anyone have any ideas? A boy named William stood up next to his table. Graduation is here, he said. Miss grinned real big. Excellent job, William. Excellent. She printed it on the board. All right, there's just one more line to go, she said. Let's try to make the last word rhyme with blue, okay? She reread the first 3 lines out loud of our poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Graduation is here. Room 9 thought and thought. And then all of a sudden, rhymes started coming out from all over the place. My dress will be new, said Lucille. My dad's name is Lou, called Jamal Hall. We made it, woohoo, said Lenny. Just then, Polly Allen Puffer sprung right out of his chair, and he started laughing his head off. The zoo is P.U., he shouted, his loudest. And then all of room 9 laughed and laughed our heads off because, well, P.U. is the silliest rhyme we've ever heard of. Miss clapped her mad hands together. Boys and girls, that is enough, she said. She hurried over to Polly Allen Puffer's table, and she put him back in his seat. And then she said, I do not appreciate that kind of behavior, young man. Do you understand? We're trying to write a nice class poem here. And your rhyme was entirely inappropriate. I tried to stop giggling, but that silly poem just kept staying inside of my head. And then out of nowhere, another funny poem popped right into my brain, and I couldn't hold it inside. Quickly, I jumped up onto my chair. Roses are red, violets are blue, graduation is here, and your feet smell like stink, I shouted. After that, Room 9 could not control themselves again. Because that poem, well, it was the funniest thing anyone had ever heard. My teacher's eyes got big and wide. Junie B. Jones, didn't you hear a word I just said? She said, annoyed. And then Miss hurried to my table. She took me into the hall, and she pointed straight to the office. Oh, no! Here it is, the last week of school, and where is Junie having to go again? To the principal's office, and we know, does her mom like for her to go to the principal's office? No. Oh, she almost made it. Just 1 week left, and here she goes. Well, we'll have to see what happens in Chapter 3 next time, okay? I hope you have a wonderful day. Let's sing our song. Good morning, preschool friends. How are you? Good, good. Good morning, preschool friends. How are you? Good, good. It's time to start our day. We're here to work and play. Good morning, preschool friends. How are you? Good, good. Hope you have a wonderful day today. Mwah.